2/3 of all human pregnancies end before a baby is born. But rather than a tragedy alone, this is one of nature's oldest protective instincts. And understanding it may change the way you think about life, loss, and fertility. It begins when sperm travel through the cervix, into the uterus, and toward the fallopian tube, a journey many never complete. When one succeeds, it fuses with the egg, creating a zygote, a single cell carrying all the genetic instructions for a new human life. Over the next few days, the zygote divides again and again, becoming a morula, then a blastocyst ready for implantation. On day 6 or 7, the blastocyst implants into the uterus and releases HCG, the hormone pregnancy tests detect. But here's what many don't realize. The majority of pregnancies end before a test turns positive. These are silent losses, unnoticed yet common. In most cases, it's due to chromosomal abnormalities, genetic errors that make further development impossible. Some embryos have an extra chromosome, trisomy. Others are missing one, monosomy. And in rare cases, entire sets are duplicated, polyploidy. These errors, called aneuploidies, happen more often as eggs age. In women over 40, as many as 80% of eggs may carry genetic mistakes. The mother's body also plays a role, rejecting embryos that signal trouble, even when the cause isn't genetic. Sometimes the immune system misfires, seeing the embryo as foreign. Inflammatory disorders and clotting problems can also end pregnancies early. First trimester bleeding affects up to 25% of pregnancies, and in many cases it signals a higher risk of miscarriage. For women aged 20-30, early pregnancy loss is 9-17%. By age 45, it rises to 75-80%. Statistics don't capture the emotional weight. Even an early loss can bring profound grief, confusion, and self-blame, feelings that deserve compassion and understanding. Centuries ago, miscarriage was often misunderstood or blamed on superstition. Today, science reveals the biological safeguards behind it. Natural selection acts here for one reason: to protect the species by giving only the healthiest embryos a chance to grow. While genetics play the largest role, factors like nutrition, smoking, alcohol, and chronic stress can influence pregnancy health. Sperm quality also changes with age, contributing to risk, though less dramatically than eggs. Egg freezing allows women to store younger, healthier eggs, lowering the chance of chromosomal errors later in life. In IVF, embryologists can choose blastocysts with the best chance for implantation and normal development. With PGT, embryos are screened for genetic errors before transfer, further improving success rates. Many countries cover IVF under universal health care. In the US, only 15 states and DC require insurance coverage. True reproductive rights include both the right to avoid pregnancy and the right to pursue it. Yet, this part of the conversation is often overlooked. Advances in genetics, stem cell research, and reproductive technology promise even greater control over fertility in the decades to come. Technology works best when it aligns with nature's own processes, enhancing, not replacing, the natural selection that has guided life for millennia. Nature's early selection may seem harsh, but it is also protective. And with today's science, you have more options than ever to work with it. For more science-based insights into fertility, women's health, and reproductive rights, subscribe to The Informed Woman magazine. Because informed choices create stronger futures.